Hello there, and welcome to yet another episode of my Car Mechanic 2021 series. We just finished the Echoes Imperator on the previous episode, which was our filler between the DLCs, and now we're going to be starting with the drag racing DLC cars, which we're only doing one variant of each car because they technically have two of them for that DLC, but I'm only doing just one of each. It was hard enough just trying to track down the right cars in the first place, so hey, it is what it is. So today we're going to do the Mayen T8. And you can see it's in okay shape, not great, but definitely going to give it a more befitting uh, paint job here. So actually, before we do get too far with that, let's actually fix the frame up first, and then we'll worry about the body panels. Okay, put you away, thank you. Off comes the bumper. Okay, no windows on this one. Okay, that's interesting. Got a trunk window, and the trunk, I remember to actually grab those separately this time. Let's see. Match taillights. Good, good, good. Got anything else? Oh, see, that would have got me right there had I not known to look for it. There we go. So, body's 12%. Oh, guy. Yeah, I see him. I see it. The tiniest of fenders on this car. Okay, it's still at 6%, so we still got piece to take out somewhere. Got just about everything else. We got both the fenders. Oh, right, headlights. Narf. Okay. Easy peasy. There we go. Oh, gosh. The fenders, I was like, alright, yeah, fine. I guess I could easily miss those. Because they look like they were just part of the frame, you know. But, yeah, the headlights were there the whole time, just literally staring right at me. Anyway, let's check this stuff out that we can fix up. It's barely even a fender. But okay. Right. So let's see where that put us. We should be in a pretty good position. Because everything was in decent shape to start with. Yeah. Rid of the license plate because we're going to do a custom one anywho, so yeah, pretty typical. Headlights, taillights, and on all the windows. None of those are ever fixable. All right, let's get rid of them. And we're gonna go buy all new stuff. Now we're gonna try here. We may or may not find everything here because we've run on some cars, some of these little fancy cars that we've run into the situation where some of the stuff's in the regular body parts shop, some of it's in the aftermarket shop. So we'll see what happens here. Yep. Okay, both taillights. Headlights too, so we're just gonna skip all those. At least get the right front door window. Trunk window. Windshield, pretty much all the glass. Rear window, got you. Front left door window. Okay, and that should just leave the headlights and taillights, which are gonna probably be over here. If I were to venture a guess, and looks like they are. So, yep. $1,700 for a taillight. Damn. But then again, the custom-made molded piece of plastic for, or polycarb, or a rather fancy vehicle, so I guess it kind of tracks. Alright. Put all this back on there. Oop. Wait, no. Back up. That's what I wanted. Alright, let's get you in. Gonna work our way towards the back. Off me right out of assembly mode. That was rude. Okay, so that should be almost everything. I just realized I done hacked up, but open up please, thank you. Got to put that in. Come on, there we go. That's odd. One body panel's different color from all the rest. Interesting. Okay, so let's go back there and go here because we want to do a custom plate. I'm just going to do my regular custom plate, and we're going to need only one this time. There we go. By part. Alright, so body should be 100%. So frame and body are good to go. Let's take care of the interior, and then we'll move on to the tires. Right. Go there. Then we go there. As I say, this should have a complete interior. Okay. Go buy some new stuff from the interior shop. So, got a couple of really uncomfortable looking front seats. Rather funky looking steering wheel too. Okay. Throw those in. Man, that engine's gonna be sick. Look at that. Look at the size of that thing. It's pretty. Okie dokie. Put it back into disassembly mode, and we're going to check the car. Interior's 88%, which means I forgot to clean the flipping thing. Easy fix. Looks like I ended up forgetting that on quite a number of cars in this series. Doesn't take that much to take care of it though. There we go. Alright, 100% for 3 out of 4 already. Cool. Let's go work on the tires next. Get you up in the air. Speaking of which, do you use... Oh, okay, you're using 2 different tire sizes, so we'll have to keep that in mind when we're putting these back on. Yeah, 295s on the back. I kind of figured. I just wanted to double check. These rims don't look half bad on here. Alright, let's get them apart. We should be able to save these rims. Like I said, overall park condition for the car is still pretty good, so I have a good notion to think that we're going to be just fine. We'll still need to replace the tires because those aren't fixable, obviously. You don't go you don't go reconditioning those to 100% in this game. Cool. So since there's 2 different sizes of tires, looks like the same rim. That rim's actually pretty neat. We're going to save, like I said, 1 of each. So get rid of one of the 235s, get rid of one of the 295s, and then we'll do 2 of each there. We'll keep those 2 for comparison purposes, just like always. We'll skip the rim shop, go straight to the tires. And like a sport tire for all 4. This one's 235/35. We need 2. Verify. So 235. Oh, I screwed up. 235/35. I thought for some reason my brain changed it to 235/45. Easy fix though. There we go. That should match up. 235/35 R19. 235/35 R19. So yeah. That one's good. And now we go back here. This again. So it's 295/30. Need 2. Okay. Verify those. So 295/30 R19, 295/30 R19. Okay. We're set on that. Let's get these put back together, get them balanced, and we'll throw them back on the car. And then it's off to paint. I'm not digging that shade of yellow that's on there. Sorry. I know that's on like a lot of, you know, high-dollar sports cars, but I just don't personally dig it. It's nothing wrong with it. Just not my cup of tea. Oh shit. Did I hit separate? God damn it. Not my day, is it? Alright, let's try that again. I just muscle memory this thing and I'm still thinking I'm in disassembly mode. Like, whoops. Thankfully, it's an easy fix. Okay, just double check and make sure we didn't have any others. Oop. Accidentally hit the spacebar one too many times. Okay, that's everybody there, so we're going to put this on. We're going to be very careful to make sure we pick the right ones. And see, if I'd have just blindly clicked on that, we'd have put the wrong one on there. So let's fix that. I know we're going to have to take them off when we do the suspension, but I just want them off my inventory for now. That, and I want this rolling on its own when it goes into paint. Just, it's a thing I do. It's not a hard, fast requirement, obviously, but yeah. Okay, now we can just go ahead and put these 235s up front. Back up, please. Thank you. Sometimes the real boss of this game is the camera. Not even kidding. Okay. So she's got some new shoes on her. Let's get her over to paint. See what we can work with here. Let's see. Factory color. We're not sticking with the factory color. Okay. You know, actually it doesn't look bad. I just randomly picked a color. Well, kind of. Yeah, I'm actually kind of digging that. What kind of liveries do we have? Ooh. It actually doesn't look bad with that. What else we got? Wait. Oh, okay, so it's like a carbon fiber pattern thing. And that one's just a solid color. Nah. I was never a fan of the off-center stripe. It just looks weird. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that like it, but I'm not one of them. I just go with that. Wait, hang on. Back to pearl. Or no, metallic rather. There we go. I think we're going to go with that. Gives it a nice visual breakup on the side. Still got the black accents everywhere else too, so it matches it. Everything matches completely on all sides. Got a nice little look to the car here. I'm digging this. Yeah. I know I already hit the thing once, but so nice. We did it twice. Okay. Actually, that is looking pretty sick. Not gonna lie. Alright, let's get you back in the shop. That looks like something that one of my coworkers would pull into the office with, because some of them are just absolute gearheads, and they love tinkering with their cars, especially the ones that own Subies. I'm sure a lot of people watching probably have that one friend or several friends that have like a WRX, and they're always taking it to car shows, and they're always tweaking something on it. Okay. So a rear engine car, so ain't much going on up here. Yeah. I'll take care of this later. So we're gonna want to get. Actually, we may want to go ahead and get the brake fluid drained. Go here, then go here, and then we can do it. Yep. Oh, the washer fluid's hidden behind the bulkhead, or the firewall rather. Ew. Okay. Coolant and everything else is no doubt in the back, unless we're hiding it around here somewhere. Oh, there it is. I see it. Okay, so we just have the two up here. It's a good thing I did. Good thing I went into the parts mode there. Go ahead and click on that while we're in this particular view. When you're doing when you know you're gonna have to tear the engine out, you're just better off just yanking all the fluids out before you even think about touching the car. In fact, we're gonna need to get you up in the air. Because we're going to need to drain the oil. We're going to need to get the exhaust system off, which looks like it's going to be a rather short one since this is a rear engine car. So yeah, gearbox, starter, exhaust, and get the oil out. So that's in no particular order. Okay. Oh, looks like the oil's in good shape. It's got a fair bit of it too. That's good. At least it seems like it was taken care of. Alright, let's see what we got here. Front exhaust. Oh dear, that is an interesting muffler design. Okay, sure. We might as well grab the entire thing since it's so short. Okay, so the tires are going to have to come off. I didn't think of that till just now. So yeah, let's do that real quick. Because we need to be able to get these drive axles out. Okay, let's get the other one. Good. You have a starter sitting in the way, so we'll get rid of that. And come with me, dear gearbox. Such shite to show you, and that too. Such sights to show you. Yeah, I think that's everything. Let's do a couple of things here. Actually, hang on. Screwed up. Just clear all that out. Go back here. We're going to see if we can repair the rest. The exhaust system, I usually replace it with the performance equivalents, so yeah. I went ahead and just marked them. I knew I was going to end up having to buy them anyway. Okay. The reason why I'm going to all this trouble right now, for those who don't know, and maybe this is the first time you see me. Hi, I'm Sleepy. Literally and figuratively. We're getting all this stuff in preparations for when we get the engine rebuilt. We're going to have all this stuff available so that we can just throw it right back in when we put the engine back in the car. So now you know. Okay, so middle muffler. That is a weird design. Not gonna lie. Never seen one quite like that before. Right, so gearbox is good because there's no performance equivalent. There's same thing with that. Rest of this is all good to go. There's no performance versions of these either. So we're just going to have those in our inventory for the time being. Okay, so now if I did it right, should be good to go on getting the engine out. So let's find out. And there we go. You do enough of these, you kind of get an idea what you need to do, and it just not quite becomes muscle memory, but almost. And look at that absolute unit of automotive engineering. Oh, that's an interesting placement for the wiring to the spark plugs. Yeah. Okay. So, what we're going to do is we're going to tear this thing down to the engine block and the crankshaft. We're going to save those two items and then ditch the rest and rebuild it with all new parts and stuff as many performance parts as we can into the engine. So, very fancy. You got the fuel rails tucked in there with the intake. Yeah? Oh, right, throttle. That's an interesting place to put the throttle. I've seen them off to the side. I've seen them kind of, you know, perched at weird angles, but find it all the way back? Sure, I guess. I guess it depends on like where the air intakes are, right? Because this is a rear engine car, so I guess it... Yeah, okay, so that makes sense. I'm fine. I was like, because the air boxes are sitting directly behind the engine, effectively, because the way they place everything. So yeah, that fits. Okay, that makes sense. I had to sit there and think about it for a brief moment. Holy smokes, look at all the bolts on this guy. Damn, look at all this. Not one, but two ignition coils. And it's all one unit anyway. That's cool. Okay. Sure, why not? Probably to simplify the part count or something. That's fine. Move my mouse around here a little bit. There we go. Let's go ahead and do the same thing for the other side. Nope, forgot to spray them. There we go. Okay. So, go ahead. I guess we can go ahead and take the engine or the head covers off. All right. Let's just peel this little onion here deeper and deeper. Okay, so the individual rocker arms. Okay, that's cool. That's fine. Can't see. Okay, so none of them are... But the way the sun comes in on the skylight there, it kind of makes it hard to see the outlines, whether or not their bolts are rusted. grab that. Start pulling the rest of this off here. And off comes the water pump. The rest of the accessories pulled off. It looks like we might be able to take the timing cover off here in a brief moment. There we go. Just do a little bit of persuasion with some totally not WD-40. There we go. Yep, just a simple timing chain and a big hunkin' sprocket. Alright, now we can focus on getting the heads taken apart. Let's do that. Oh, it's got push rods and everything, just like like the older V8s that they have for the rest of the non-DLC vehicles. Come on. Slowly working our way down one side and up the other. Making sure I get all the push rods as I go along. Oh, gimme. Thank you. Alright. Got a green light to take the head off. Alright. I just realized since this has push rods, that means it usually has a separate camshaft, so I went back and looked. Yep, there it is. Alright, let's do this side. Just about there. Accidentally double clicked. There we go. Now we can take this off. Okay, now the fun begins. Get all these rod caps and the crankshaft bearing caps off and get rid of these pistons. There we go. Alright, just gonna work our way slowly down the middle. Come on, there we go. There we go. All right. That was relatively straightforward. Like I said, we're only going to fix up the engine block and crankshaft. We get those put back on there, and that's going to be the starting point for the engine rebuild. Like that. So the rest of this, we're going to go ahead and do what we always do here, and we sell. Okay. Alright, let's start putting our list together. 10 pistons with Conrod, and we need, looks like 4 crankshaft bearing caps, camshaft, and oh, they're wanting to put the ignition coil on right away. Okay, we can dig that. Okay. Let's go order parts. We're already in the performance shop, so let's just grab a bunch of stuff there. Good. Nice little camshaft. And our shiny red aftermarket ignition coil. Yeah, I'll take this over the distributor cap any day. I have the little finicky little clips to take care of. Go ahead and drop that in. Oh, wait, I forgot some stuff. Like this stuff for one. Wait, did I? We got all the performance stuff, but we forgot to get the... yeah. I almost teched up royally there. There we go. We also need rings. We need 10 those. And rod caps. Got ahead of myself, basically. What happened? Okie dokie. Now we should be good. We are. I'll just go ahead and drop the pistons in first. Those out of the way, and then we'll get the crankshaft bearing caps, and then we'll worry about the rod caps. In pretty much that order. Come on, get in there. All right. Before we do that, okay, so we already got that on. So we should have just the rod caps to do. Okie dokie. Oh, right, ignition coil. I knew there was a reason why I was going up, wanting to go up here. Almost forgot the ignition coil. Cool. That should be it for that round. Looks like it is. Okay. Engine head B, engine head A. We got a cam gear. and oil pan, and a clutch plate. Let's go. Let's see, that's definitely a performance part. Engine head A. Clutch plate, yes please. There we go. These other two looks like standard issue parts, so we'll just go here and grab those. There we go. That on there. Get these heads put on here. There we go. I'm gonna do the same thing for the other side now. Cool. And cam gear. Right, that's everything there. Timing chain, intake manifold. Is it having us do the... Okay, fuel rails aren't in yet. Okay. Exhaust manifold. Those on both sides. Clutch pressure plate. And we're going to need 20 of these. Okay. There's 10 on each side. Basically one per valve, if you want to look at it that way. Right. Did we get the big piece? The big intake? Okay, yes we did. Okay. So, we want to go over here then. Get that brand spanking new shiny intake manifold. Get 2 shiny exhaust manifolds. Clutch pressure plate. And the rest of this is standard parts. Timing chain B. And 20 push rods. Come on, clear out. There we go. We'll drop that in. All its bolts. Holy cow. We'll get everything else put in first, and then we'll do the push rods last. And I just realized I missed the spark plugs, but we'll get those here in a moment. We'll get them on the next round. Not the end of the world. Okay, what else we... Nope, back up. Besides the push rods, what else we got? It's... Oh, the timing chain, right. Okie dokie. Let's get these put in. Alright, that should get us back down to normal. Looks like it did. So let's get the next round of parts. Clutch release bearing, throttle, fuel rail, the other fuel rail. 10 spark plugs. I need 20 of these special rocker arms. Okay. And looks like a timing cover. I think that's everything for this round. Right. We'll go over here. Okay, that accidentally clicked that. I meant to click the spark plugs. And we just did one. Why did I? Right. I forgot to increase the quantity. No big deal. Throttle. Couple of fuel rails. Got those. The rest of this looks like all standard parts, so we'll pop up to here. Grab the rest of our shopping list. And a timing cover. Round things out. Okay, let's get you on first. Alright, let's do the same for the other side now. Cool. Now let's get the spark plugs in before I forget about them for about the second or third time. Making sure I got all of them before I moved over to the other side. Alright. Get these in. Cool. Anything else? Nope, that's it. Okay. We'll get the wiring. Head cover B, head cover A. And it looks like we got a bunch of stuff up front that we need to get. Filter, roller, pulley, another. Okay. A little bit of everything. Now, at least a few of these are performance parts. Ignition wires definitely are. Head covers are fine. Oil filters fine. Rollers are fine. Crankshaft pulley's fine. Power steering pump. Got you. Water pump standard issue. And an alternator. Flipping back over here to the standard parts shop. Cover B. Cover A. Oil filter. 2 roller Bs. Why not? Crankshaft pulley. And water pump. Oh, right. That we'll get that one later. Started clicking on things like crazy and got a little overzealous with it. Starting to look pretty sharp now. Okay, so that's everything from that round. That came together nicely. Anything else back here? I know we got some stuff up front we're going to finish, but I just wanted to check the rest of the engine. Looks like we're good. Okay, we've got a belt, and it should be another roller after this, if I remember correctly. Alright. Grab that. Okay. Come on, there we go. Check and make sure we didn't have anything left that we need to put on. It doesn't look like we're missing anything. Everything looks pretty good, actually. Yeah, there we go. One slightly improved V10 engine. Right, let's drop this thing back in that car, shall we? We're gonna close that for the moment. Because I want to get this stuff down here. Gearbox put back on. We're not going to put the drive axles back in until we get the suspension rebuilt. So we're literally going to leave it hanging, sort of. We are going to put the exhaust in. It is a very unique exhaust system, if I may say so myself. Sure, the engineers had fun designing it. Okay, so what do we want to do next on this thing? Since the frunk is what it is in terms of parts, let's go ahead and do that first. That's going to be probably the quicker of the two to take care of. Maybe. Oh good, we can get the fuel tank but not the fuel, or the fuel pump but not the fuel tank. Start pulling all this out. Interesting placement for the ABS, but sure, why not? Oh, she's got some fancy radiator setups going on up here. Good thing I looked around. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna have to get that from underneath. Which makes sense. I mean, in real life, you'd probably have to drop it from underneath anyway. Gimme. Okay. Should be everything in here. It is. Okay. we'll get everything in the front taken care of, and then we'll go from there. Fuel tank, we're just gonna buy brand new. Fuel pump, we're gonna buy it aftermarket, so I want to fix that. The rest of this, we'll see what we can do in terms of repairing. Oh, we missed. The battery will recondition it here in a minute. I just want to get the rest of this fixed first. Just that easy. Alright. Boom. Plug it in, count to 5, maybe 10, depending upon how bad the battery is. And it's done. Okay, let's see where we're at here. So, fuse box, fuse cover, brake servo, battery, ABS pump. Looks like all the radiator fans, the housings, and the radiators themselves are good. It's just the other stuff that's not typically fixable. So we'll start our list. Okay. We'll sell the stuff that we couldn't fix. Now that we've got everything marked. Good to go. And let's go buy stuff. Okay. Fuel tank. Want that. Fuel pump, we'll get it from the performance shop here in a minute. Washer, reservoir. Right, because I was like, okay, so where's power steering? And I remembered it's in the back with the engine, so we'll get to that eventually. One end of the car at a time. So the rest of these are fuses, so let's go performance shop. We'll get the fuel pump we need. That out of the way. We'll hop over to electronics. Get, let's see, 4 relay type Bs. Boom. 3 medium fuse type As. Good. 3 fuse type Bs. Good. Hang on. How many? 3 relay type Cs. Okay. Relay type A. And fuse type C. Right. So first things first. Put that in because everything else could be done from above. Drop this down. Assemble. Get the fuel pump put in there before I forget about that thing entirely. Alrighty. Let's get these radiators and their fans put in. Come on, game. There we go. Okie dokie. Inventory's back where it was. Let's go ahead and fill these up while we're here. Alright, frunk is done. We'll do the suspension in a little bit. Alright, let's dig in over here. We already got the fluids removed. So, and we got another fuse box, it looks like. I think we ran into this like once before where there were multiple fuse boxes on a single car. Oh, little clippy bits there. There we go. Sometimes you gotta gnat's ass these things. It's the cursors, when you're zoomed out that far, a hell of a lot bigger than the actual clip. Don't want to forget the ECU. Wait, we leveled up. I doubt we'll hit level 50 by the end of the series, but man, we'll get close. Supposedly there's like an achievement for getting level 50. And it's not the why are you still playing this game achievement either. Actually, this game is still fun for me. Even though we're probably closing in on 60 videos for the episode or for the series. I'm just looking around, make sure we don't have anything else we need to put on. Yeah, I think we're fine. Yeah, we'll go ahead and see what we can fix from this list. Stuff. There we go. I figured the clips are fixable. Unless they're really bad off, they generally are pretty easy to fix. It's literally just a stamped piece of metal. Okie dokie. Let's see where we left off here. So we got the fuse box covers done. The clips are all good. Looks like the air boxes didn't make the cut. I'm not surprised about the filter because that's not fixable either. Okay. Let's make another list here. Sell this stuff off. And how do we want to tackle this? Probably just go ahead and get the I need air filters, so we know we need the performance shop. Need 2 of those. And that should be the only performance part, so we can go here and get the non-electrical stuff. So 2 filter covers. We filter bases. Coolant reservoir. Power steering. I think the rest of this, yeah, all this is, the remaining stuff's electrical. Go here. And CU first. And then 2 relay type A's. Medium fuse type A. Got you. Fuse type C. 2 relay type C's. 2 medium fuse type B's. And relay type B. Double checking everything. Alright, let's get at her. Okay, got those put on. Fuse box knocked out. Alright. Anything else? Nope. Alright, let's go start putting fluids in everything. Sounds worse than it actually is. This one's going to get deliberately overfilled. And we got the oil. That should be last of the fluids. Alright, engine compartment's done. Could be anyway. Let's pop it into assembly mode, make sure we're not missing anything. Everything looks like it's all put together properly. All the fluids are in. The exhaust system's already done. The fuel system's already done. So basically all we should have left on this car is the front and rear suspension. So yeah. Closing in. Let's check the part condition. Hey, we're up to 85 now. Nice. Good stuff. Alright, let's get her up in the air. We'll get these other 2 tires off, and then we'll start popping off suspension parts. Since we're up here, we might as well go ahead and do the front first. let's get these bushings out of the cross member. Okay. Looking good so far. Oh. You know I was forgetting something. Alright. These last few pieces off, and then we'll work on getting the rear suspension torn apart, and we'll start fixing things like crazy. Alright. Excuse me. That's everything from the front of the car. Let's get in there. Tear this apart now. Come on, there we go. I almost took that exhaust part off and I just let up on the mouse just in time. That would have been awkward. And look at the brackets coming off that. That is... that's weird. Anyway. So yeah, we got the front and rear suspension all torn out. We got 4 different assemblies that we need to take apart. Okay, let's see if we can fix up the rotors, aka brake discs. They're gonna be here for a minute, so might as well have a sip and relax. Okay, and here's number 2. Number 3. All right, lucky number 4. We should be able to fix up the majority of these since this came off of a car that was already in pretty good shape, so we'll still have the consumables and whatnot to replace, so we're always going to have something to buy. You're never not gonna have a situation where you're not gonna fix something or have to buy something new that you couldn't fix up. Unless you're trying to do like a regular restoration instead of 100%. Which, you know, however you do your gameplay is up to you. No one way to play this. Alright, I'm going to be in focus mode, so if I don't talk much, that's probably why. Minigame's not that hard, but when you gotta do this many, I don't want to mess them up. If I can avoid it. And there we go. I should have got us pretty far. Yeah, it got us to almost to page 3 before we started having stuff that wasn't 100%. Not bad. Okay, let's get rid of the old parts. Bam. Yeah, we're gonna have a fair bit to buy, but that's okay. Alright. Got your outer tie rods. 2-wheel hubcaps. 20 rubber bushings. Wow. That's a lot. Two rear springs. Two double wishbone shocks. Two front springs. 4 brand new bearings. 2 sway bar front end links. 2 more shock absorbers, this time for the rear. Front sway bar. Come on. Sometimes you click a little off to the left and it thinks you're trying to select the part again. Two front shock caps. Two inner tie rods. And 2 rear shock caps. Alright, so that should be everything. Let's get the assemblies thrown back together. Okay, just want to make sure. Excuse me. Let's get started. Nope. Almost messed up. Remember what I said earlier? Gotta be careful which ones you put on. And you have different tire sizes. Everything looked good over here. Doing a double check. Looks good. Alrighty. Oh wait, hang on. Almost did it again. And again. There we go. You just kind of get in the rhythm with this stuff, and sometimes you don't actually look at the tire you're putting on. If you're not careful, you end up putting the wrong set of tires on the wrong end, and yeah, car's gonna let you know it's not happy. Game. Come on. There we go. Trying to get to that last bushing, and it was just like, yeah, no. There we go. Looking good so far. Do a quick check here, make sure everything looks kosher. Yep. Alright, we're on the home stretch. few more parts and should be at 100%. Okay, inventory's empty, and the car is at 100% condition for everything. Good job, everybody. Group effort. Nicely done. Alright. Get you over there and get your alignment taken care of. Get the headlights and the wheels straightened out. Gonna be off to the dyno room. Alright. Good to go on both of those. Now, come over here. See how well we did. Oh wow, 525 horsepower from the factory and 399 pound-feet of torque. So let's see where we ended up with the performance parts. Ooh. 925 horsepower, so a gain of 401, so 77% increase. 704 pound-feet of torque for an increase of 305, so a 77% increase there as well. Nice. Very nice. Alright, let's get you up front. We're going to get some pictures. Boop. Perfect. That's going to be the thumbnail for the video, which you'll have already seen by the time you get to this point in the video. And this one is going on the Discord. Okay, so one last thing we're going to do before we sell it. We are going to take it over the speed track and see how badly we can do. Now, we did the Echoes Imperator, we were all over the damn place with it. So hopefully it'll be a little more controlled this time around. Got a nice idle to it. Kind of digging the dash layout too. Alright, let's go. 120. Uh-oh. Getting a little squirrely on us. Stay on target. Stay on target. Okay, we are... Well, that's awkward. Let's restart. Okay, I guess we're returning. We had 153 there, but I want to do it one more time. I accidentally hit the return to garage instead of restart. Bear with me here. Okay. One more time. I want to give that a second try. Okay, we're going to try to feather the throttle a little bit more. Okay, A little bit better that time. 160, 70, 80, 190, 200, 210, 220, 24, and we went airborne about 224. Okay, good enough. That's the second time we sent this thing absolutely airborne. Right. Anyway, as you can see, these high torque, high horsepower cars are nothing to fuck with. Probably would help if I was doing this with like a controller to have a little better, throttle response, but it's either on or off with the throttle when you're doing it with keyboard and mouse. Okay, so yeah, we got 224 out of this thing. That's, in the hands of a competent driver, this would be a pretty good race car. I am not one of those. Alright, so let's take a look here. So we bought it for $98,065. You can see the condition bonus, performance, body, and parts values, how they factor into the whole thing. We're selling it for $280,000, or a little over $280,000, but for a profit of about almost $182,000, just shy of that. So, not bad. Definitely one of the more expensive cars we've done on this series. It's impressive. Give her that. Wouldn't trust myself behind the wheel of one in real life, but hey, we're having fun with it. So, what we're going to be doing next time, Hammerdal Strahl S. This one should be another interesting one. Probably going to be another squirrely car on the track, but hey, that's fine. And then we've got the totally legally distinct not Ferrari, Arezzo Cortona. That's going in Bay 2 because that's 2 episodes out. And then we got the legally distinct not Chevy Corvette, the new generation one. Could use a new paint job at least. That one's going to position 2 because that's going to be 3 episodes out. We need to pull another vehicle out of storage. So we've got the 3 remaining cars for the Drag Race DLC. And I was almost going to pull one of the electric car ones out, then I remembered I need to get our filler car out. Get that out here. Ew. It literally it literally makes the back of the car look like it's wearing suspenders. Yeah, this is the FMW Roadster. May look familiar to some people, especially those who like to do track racing on the weekends. Yeah, we're going to move that over to Edition 3 because that's 4 episodes out. Like I said, we got the 3 cars for the Drag Race DLC to finish. And then we've got our filler car, and then it's off to Electric Car Land for about 4 cars. We've got the Bolt Chapman, which I'm doing this as a build for me personally, because this looks an awful lot like the car that I drove when I got my first car. So, kind of partial to me. Anyway, once we get that done, then it's just going to be grinding our way through the Mopar DLC, aka the Dodge, Plymouth, and Chrysler DLC that just got released here not too long ago. But yeah, getting closer to the end of the series here. Appreciate everybody for watching this stuff, by the way. I've been getting some pretty good response numbers in terms of views on most of the videos, especially like some of the Mazda ones. You guys seem to like those pretty well. Oh, it's so sad. Look at that. Anyway, with that, I'm going to turn you guys loose, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you get and you hit the little bell thing to get the alerts so that you know when I get a new video or stream popping up on the channel. And see you guys in the next video. Take care.